Hey there, little eyelashes. Welcome to Tarot Third Eye. I was shuffling these cards and kept getting pulled towards someone who's feeling restless in their love life. Like you can't quite settle into where you are right now. If that's you, this reading found you for a reason. I pulled three cards about love, and honestly, they have some pretty clear guidance about what's stirring up all that restless energy. Well, the cards are not being subtle today. The Tower, and I'm immediately seeing lightning. That flash of white hot clarity that changes everything in an instant. You know when you've been living in a relationship or a pattern that felt stable, maybe even comfortable. But deep down, you knew something was off. This card is that moment when the illusion finally cracks. I'm getting a really strong message for anyone who's been feeling restless in love. This is why. Your intuition has been trying to tell you something, and the Tower is that truth finally breaking through. It's not gentle, it's not gradual. It's the kind of revelation that makes you sit down hard and go, oh, oh, I see it now. But here's what I love about this card. It's not destruction for destruction's sake. See those figures falling from the tower? They're not falling into an abyss. They're falling toward solid ground, toward what's real. Sometimes the structures we build in love, the compromises, the maybe if I just try harder mentality, the settling, those towers that need to calm down so something authentic can take root. I'm seeing the number 17 very clearly. That's the tower's number. And it's about breaking through to a new level of spiritual understanding about what you actually want in love. Not what you think you should want, what you actually want. Someone out there has been carrying a secret about their relationship. You know who you are. This card is saying the secret is ready to be spoken. The Ace of Pentacles. And suddenly, we're grounded again. After all that lightning and falling towers, here comes this beautiful, solid energy. I'm seeing someone holding something precious in their cupped hands, like they've just been given the seed of something real. This is opportunity knocking, but not the flashy, dramatic kind. This is the quiet knock that says, I'm here when you're ready. There's something so tender about this card appearing right after the tower. It's like the universe is saying, yes, that revelation was necessary, and here's what becomes possible because of it. The Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings in the material world. In love, that means someone or something tangible entering your life. Not a fantasy, not a maybe someday, something you can actually hold. I'm getting a really strong message about timing here. That restlessness some of you have been feeling, that wasn't just discontent, it was preparation. You needed to clear out what wasn't working so you'd have room for what is. The tower knocked down the false structures, and now the A is offering you the foundation stone for building something real. I'm seeing the color sage green, earthy wisdom, natural growth, and I keep getting drawn to hands in this card. Someone's going to offer you something tangible soon. Maybe it's a conversation that shifts everything. Maybe it's an actual invitation. Maybe it's a person who shows up not with grand gestures, but with steady presence. For anyone who's been single and wondering if love is even real anymore, pay attention to the next few weeks. The Ace is about this potential, but earthly potential. This isn't someday my prince will come. This is someone authentic is already on their way. And for those of you who just had that tower moment about your current situation, this card is confirmation that clearing the old makes space for the new. What's coming won't look like what you had. It'll look like what you actually need. That number 17 from the tower, this ace carries the energy of new cycles, beginning from that breakthrough. Now this is hitting me right in the chest. the Ten of Swords. I'm looking at this figure lying face down, with all these blades in their back, and my first instinct is to want to look away. But wait, look at that horizon. See that sliver of golden light breaking through the darkness? That's not an ending. That's dawn coming. The Ten of Swords is about the moment when you finally stop fighting what's already over. And I know that sounds brutal after everything we've been through with the tower and that beautiful ace. But stay with me because this is where it all clicks together. Someone out there has been holding onto something in love that's been bleeding you dry for months. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Ten of Swords is your permission slip to finally lay it down. Stop carrying what was never yours to carry. Stop trying to resurrect what's already finished. But here's the thing about this card that everyone misses: those swords. They're not moving anymore. The battle is over. The worst has already happened, and you're still here. You survived the thing you thought would destroy you. I'm seeing the number 10 very clearly. Completion, the end of a cycle. And it's connecting back to that 17 from the tower. 17 breaks down to 8. New beginnings through destruction. 10 reduces to 1. And there's that ace energy again, but earned this time. Fought for. That sage green from the Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing it again, but now it's in the grass beneath this figure. Life growing from what looked like barren ground. The tower had to fall, the swords had to land, and now, finally, the soil is ready for that new seed the ace was offering. I keep getting pulled to that sunrise on the horizon. Someone's been in their darkest hour with love. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was the slow death of something you tried so hard to save. But the light is coming. Not the harsh lightning of the tower, not even the gentle glow of the ace. This is the steady, inevitable light of a new day. For anyone who's been asking, when will this pain end? It ends when you stop picking up those swords and trying to fight a battle that's already over. The Ten of Swords says, lay down your weapons, the war is finished. Rest now, because tomorrow you rebuild with hands that finally understand what's worth holding on to. That restlessness some of you have been feeling? It wasn't random. It was your soul preparing you for this moment of release. So here's what the cards are really saying. Sometimes love asks us to be brave enough to let things fall apart so something real can take root. The tower's lightning had to strike, those swords had to land, but that sage green is already growing beneath your feet. You're not broken. You're being prepared for something solid, something you can actually hold. If you came here feeling restless in your love life, I hope this reading gave you some clarity about why that restlessness was so necessary. The universe has been preparing you for what's coming next. Let me know in the comments if that number 17 hit you, or if you've been seeing sage green showing up in your week. And definitely subscribe if these messages are landing for you. The hardest part is over, little eyelashes. What rises from here is going to be worth every moment of the breaking. Look after yourselves.